Good.
Omni Lucid presents.
Hey everyone, this is Ryan and Brian from Omni Lucid Presents. We're going to be playing through Canosa today. Sorry, I'm still working out. For anybody that's watched again, normally Jordan is the one in control of this ship here, so I'm still trying to see how quickly I can share stuff out and hit all the buttons and do all the little cool things. That's why there are some gaps in there. But yeah, so hopefully anybody that decides to stop by and come check this out as we're playing. Again, this was something for anybody that watched us play through Ragnarok's the other day. It was a little longer because me and Brian got into it, and we ended up playing 3 games of it.
I had to win.
You had to win. But this is something new that we wanted to try. And as far as doing some playthroughs of any of the Kickstarter games that have TTS mods, so that we can get out there and actually let people see them, because we want to try them out too. So I figured, hey, why not? That if we want to see them, I'm sure you guys want to see them as well. So we figured, why not live stream them for anybody that wants to stop by, check it out, see what they think. I've been, looking through to try and see kind of like how the rules work, and as best I can, as best I can give you guys a rundown of the rules. With Ragnarok's, they didn't have the actual PDF out, so that one was a little more just basing it off of the other reviewers that had done it. But that one didn't have the actual PDF for me to read through, whereas this one, Canosa, actually has the PDF out. So with that one, I can, I was actually able to go through, read all the rules, and not that it's big. It's only four pages, luckily. So I was able to read through that, get a nice rundown of it. I think I have any questions answered of things that I was curious about, and yeah, so we are going to be playing Canosa today. This is both of our first time playing it. Neither one of us have actually played a game. We both kind of skimmed through the rules real quick. I gave it probably a little more thorough read through than Brian maybe did, since I kind of gave it to him real quick and was like, here, check this out before we get going. But yeah, we're going to run through this. We'll do a usual kind of teach you how it goes. And then you guys will get to see us play a game. We're only going to play one game today, so we're going to try and keep this short. So whoever wins. There's no let's see what happens. I don't know.
Not right. It's just not right.
You're already assuming you're going to lose.
I always lose.
Oh man. The other thing is now, because I'm running the ship here, I have full control of all of Jordan's little things here. So we'll throw one of these out just for Brian, since he thinks he's going to lose. All right, we're not gonna do any more of those. That was just to have a little fun with it. For anybody that does stop by, definitely give us a hey, what's up? Let us know you're here. If you have any questions, please ask as we get going through here. I'm gonna get this pulled up. So I am going to be sharing my screen. Oh, the one thing I wanted to do, Brian, because you're on this side as well, right? Yeah. All right. I'm going to switch my seats, and I'll be the gold siren.
Okay.
So let me go over here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and make a larger screen here. So for anyone that hasn't heard of this game yet, this is Canosa. I think I'm saying that right. What the whole point of Canosa is that we are going to be taking control of, and we are going to be sirens that are trying to take control of some weary sailors and bring them to our island and capture them. For anybody that hasn't checked out the what sirens did or what they thought to have done to sailors back in the day, is that they would basically sing beautiful songs to lure sailors over to the sides of the ships, and then they would pull them under, and they would capture them and kill them. So this game
Yeah.
is going to represent that. So I will be playing the gold siren over here. Brian will be playing the silver siren. Now, as you guys can see, we have these rings around us. These rings are basically going to be our siren song. So this is how we take control of sailors, is with those rings. You can see that at the start of the game, we already have sailors that are under our spell, basically. However, they're on the opposite side. Now, the whole point of the game is to lure them all the way over to your island. So we'll just move this real quick. The little spaces under here, this is our island. So once we control a sailor, we have to move them over to our island in order to actually score a point. And whoever manages to get 4 sailors to their island first wins the game. So now how you play this is that each player gets 2 actions per turn. What those actions are is that you can move your siren. You can move them in any direction that you want, diagonally or orthogonally, as long as it's an open space. You cannot move through or past other sailors or sirens. The next action that you can do is, once you are next to a sailor, you can transfer one of your rings and put them under your spell and take control of them. So that is your second action. Your third action is you can take a sailor that you control, and it is determined which sailors you control by whoever has a ring on the top. So as you guys could see, initially this was, it's kind of hard to grab that ring. There we go. So initially this is Brian's sailor. However, I came over, I put him under my spell, so now I control him because my ring is on top. So once you take control of a sailor, the third action that you can do is move a sailor. Now, sailors can only move orthogonally. They cannot move diagonally. And same thing, you can't move them through another sailor. And finally, the fourth action that you can do is you can take a ring back off of a sailor. And that will be important because you can only ever have 3 rings on your siren, on yourself at a time. However, there are ways that we could lose rings as well. So if we happen to start losing rings, then we might have to come over and steal one back off of a siren, or off of a sailor, in order to get some more power and be able to go and get some other sailors away from them.
No, sailors can, the sailor movement part, I believe. The sailors can only move towards if I remember right,
Yes.
towards your island.
Yes, so sailors, you can only move again, it's only sailors that you control, and you can only move them towards your island. So for instance, right now I already control all these sailors that have the gold rings on them. I can only move them this way and try and get them over to my island over here. I cannot move this sailor this way and basically back towards Brian. Basically, it seems what we're kind of figuring the reason for that rule is so that you can't basically use sailors to block in other sirens. So once you're taking control of them, you cannot move. They have to move towards your island. They cannot move back and around and away or anything like that. The last thing that you can do is, now I know I said 4. It also says 4 actions when you look in the rule book. However, there is a way for us, the Sirens, to battle one another. So me and Brian can actually fight and try and mess with each other. And the way that we do that is if either of us are next to each other, or I believe it's next to each other. Let me take a quick peek over here again at the rules. I believe I'm almost positive we have to be next to each other. Let's see. You can attack it by moving into the space. Okay, so you have to move into their space in order to fight. So basically, I would have to be all the way over here, and then the way I fight is I would move into Brian's space. What now? More than likely, it won't be, because once we move off our islands, we cannot move back onto the island. So it would more likely be something like, gosh dang it. Come on, click in there. I can't get him to go into the square that I want. Well, here, we'll just do it this way. There we go. All right, so in this case, if I tried to move in here, I could, if I had more rings than Brian, so if I had 2 and he happened to have 1, then I would win. What happens in that case is that then the Siren that loses, so if Brian lost, then I get to choose where I put him. So I might say, oh, I want to put you way over here, or wherever it may be. More than likely, I'm just going to back him up and get him away from some sailors, so he can't, try and lure them away from me.
Whoever has the most rings when you engage is the one who wins.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm actually looking right now to see if something happens if there's a tie. Let's see. It looks like if it's a tie, then you just don't. They don't actually have a rule in here, so I'm not sure what happens if there's a tie. At this point, we'll just house rule it that you just nothing happens.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if they don't say anything, that would be the safest bet.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in here. Again, for anyone watching, I'm basing this off of the PDF that they put out right now. Obviously, like we said, this is still on. This is on Kickstarter currently, so potentially, they might still add some things to the rule book. It might not be complete. Maybe it is, and maybe I'm just not seeing the issue with, or the rule, what happens in ties. They might have a whole fact section in the actual rule book, but again, so
hey, Kickstarters, you're guaranteed that not everything's finished. So it is definitely a work in progress, and things are subject to change.
Yep. Until it's on your doorstep, you should probably still figure that, hey, things are in the works. In some games, it's still not fully complete when it gets to you.
Yep.
That just happens. With us, throwing our head in the ring and becoming designers ourselves, where I'm sure we're already realizing when we're playtesting that there are things that come up that we just don't think about, and then a playtester will be like, "What happens in this situation?" You're kind of like, "Oh, well, shoot, I don't know. Let's it's like let's we should really look at that and see." So, Brian, any other questions, or for anybody that's watching? I see we got a couple people. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask. Brian, any questions that you had? Or do you think you got it?
Yeah, you get two actions per turn, and that's pretty much. I'm pretty much good to go.
Okay. I don't know if I don't remember seeing how first player is determined.
Whoever's Siren is the prettiest.
Actually, it says right here, gold goes first.
Of course.
You know what? I'll let you go first. I just because you already think you're gonna lose, you can go first.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
All right.
Okay. You go first. You go first. We'll play by the rules here.
Okay. All right. So 1 and 2.
All right. Let me see.
There'll be lots of thinking here. So again, anybody that wants to throw questions in, please do. I'll do my best to answer them. Whether it's questions about this, questions about Drakkar, about Omni Lucid, whatever you want, or hey, if you just got questions about things in general, we can see what'll happen. All right, that's your second one. So one, your turn. The other thing I'm curious about is how the box is going to work, because it looks like the board. I can see that the board sits on top of the insert in the box. You can kind of see that by looking at this here. Actually, oh, I can't look at all the way at the bottom. So yeah, like the game board that we're playing on fits into the game box, and into it just sits on top of the insert. So I'm kind of curious to see how the actual box works, or
That's cool. I mean,
whatever it may be.
it looks pretty functional as far as that goes.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
you get another ring now. Oh, and I do too. Nice.
Oh, you get your ring back.
Yep. Anytime that a sailor gets put on there, the only thing we have to keep track of, and it's kind of hard to tell in here.
I dropped it off. Okay.
He's going to continue. You know what? It's actually good if you just leave him floating there.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, so we can only have a total of 3 rings. So that's one of the ways that you can lose rings, is if you already have 3 rings on your Siren and you get another one back, then that ring, instead of going to you, is just lost and it's tossed out of the game. Okay, that was your second. All right, you just went, right?
Yeah, I just went completely.
Okay, so 1. Okay. Yeah, that's the one thing about this mod. It seems like it's going to be hard to keep track of points, other than us just remembering.
Yeah, right.
That's probably not the best way to do this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I went.
Oh,
here
okay.
too.
All right.
Grab that ring. Grab that ring. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so that's 1 point for me. Now let's see where this guy goes. Okay, good. So we know the ones that are on my side are. Oh, you know what? Here, yeah, try and drop it off on your side.
Online and see if it.
There we go. Okay, so that's how we'll keep track of points.
Okay.
Well, that makes it a little hard for anybody probably watching. There we go.
Okay.
We got 2 viewers, so welcome whoever happens to be watching today. Like I said, feel free to throw us a comment and let us know who it is.
Hey, everybody. Okay.
Now what are you doing? Now you're throwing it.
See, the thing, it's like it gets right in. It's like perfectly in my way. Okay, so
look from the top down.
I am. Well, see, then there's this glare on the. I'm just finicky.
All right, you know what? Yours are going to be over here.
Okay.
Yours are on the side of the rule book. Mine are on the opposite side.
Okay. All right. I moved.
Okay. For your whole turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So 1. All right.
All right. Now, once I take an action with my Siren, I have to make the other action with my Siren, or I can do one action with my Siren and one action with the sailor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that.
All right.
1, and then what? You get this one.
Yes. Yep. One, and 2. Okay. Nice toss.
Oh no! Oh no!
Maybe drop it on the board, and then pick it up and try and put it on him.
Oh, TTS.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, you know what? That one's just that one's got some style.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So my turn again. How many rings have I got? I can't see. I think I have. Yeah, I got 2.
Yeah, you gotta have at least 2.
All right. So 1, 2. And don't forget you can. Yeah, I was gonna say. Don't forget you can move on the diagonal.
All right.
1, 2. Okay. All right. Nope, not that. All right. How the heck did that happen? There we go. 2.
Mhm.
Yeah, you have to hover like over the. Oh boy. What's up, Ords?
All right. There we go.
Happened to check in and hang out with us today.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, thanks, man. All right, I'm going to. All right. Hopefully, you're having an awesome day. Oh wait, we can do a Jordan thing here just for you showing up. Let's see. We'll go with. Oh man, I don't know all his things well enough. So let's try this one.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in, but the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
All right, my turn.
Yeah.
All right, 1. And you get yours. And 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that one is lost to me. How many do you have? Do you have?
I have 2.
Okay, so you get yours.
Okay.
And that goes away. Your turn.
Okay. Here's where it gets interesting.
Yep.
I like all the I instantly see this game being like, okay, like at the end game is really like
Yeah.
if you're gonna ruin yourself, it's now. Okay. So
Yeah, this is now it's like, oh, now we really got to get thinky on this.
yeah. But not too thinky, right? Because no one wants to. No one wants to. Oh no! Ah, man, that's not cool. That's not cool. 1. You know what? Yeah, no one wants to watch you think for too long.
Yeah, make it
Okay.
quick. Make it quick. Come on now.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. 1.
Yep.
And
You should have 3 now as well. So
yeah, that makes
okay.
it 3 here, and then this one I just throw to the deep.
Yep, because I still have 3 rings, so I just lose that ring.
Okay.
Oh man,
So
3 and 3.
that was 1,
Oh yes. Yep.
and got 2.
Okay. 1, 2.
What are you doing?
I mean,
What are you doing? Okay.
just trying some stuff.
1, 2.
Oh no! I lose. Yeah, because let's see, 1, 2. So I can't get to them. All I can do is 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Yep. Good game. Go ahead, finish it off.
I won. I won.
I shouldn't have
Okay.
said anything.
1,
I wonder if you. I
2.
mean, surely
Yeah,
that's
true.
what you were gonna do, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna do.
All right. Well, toss
And then
them
I was
off.
just
Let's see those points. Toss them off. You got to kill them. You got to bring them back to your lair and kill them. All right. So, well, congratulations, sir. Well done. Oh, that's the wrong one. How about, you know what? We don't need to see the board anymore. Or you know what? Maybe we do. Hang on. I'll keep that up. So there you go, everyone. Brian wins. Yeah. Oh, that was well played.
That was a good game. That was a good game. Yeah.
And you know what I realized was that I should have fought you because I could have I could have hit you and got you away from my guy, and I totally forgot that we could actually fight. And if I would have done that, it would have stopped you from being able to stop me.
I was almost certain that's what you were going to do.
I totally forgot that we could fight.
Yeah.
On top of it, I also thought that we both had 3 rings, so it would have been pointless. I didn't realize that you only had 2 until you went to throw that last one on, and I was like, "Oh, dang it!" Like I could have actually done something there. But yeah, so the only thing about this TTS that I would like is if there was some kind of score tracker on there. You know, so if anybody, you know what? I'm sorry, I don't even know. Let me look real quick. Who actually? One Day West Games is who the publisher is. One Day West, and
you remember what this is going for on the?
I actually have it pulled up right here. Let me go. I know it's. I want to say it wasn't too much. I want to say it was another like around the 40 or something. Let's see. Yes, so it's 39. So that's close. $39 or more gets you a copy of Canosa. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's how I'm going to say it. And it's only got 1 pledge level. Well, technically, it's got 3. One is the $1. The second is the 39 that gets you the game, and the third is the retailer pledge. So unless you're retailer, that doesn't matter to you. But yeah, pretty simple stuff. And again, just like all of our, this is only our second one, but just like all these, as we continue to do them, I will throw up the Kickstarter link in the description of the video once we're all done here. So anybody that wants to go and check out that Kickstarter, you can easily get to it. We'll have it right there. But you know what? Oh, man. March is a bad month for Kickstarter because like this is another one that I really like it and it's pretty simple. Let me see. I forgot how many days this. Okay, so this one just started. It goes until March 30th. So it's got 25 days to go still. You got plenty of time to check it out. See what you think. Hopefully this video maybe helps you guys a little bit to decide on it. Like I said, the only thing that hopefully the designers or publishers, if they see this, and I'll probably, shoot a message into the Kickstarter, whether they take the time to do it or not, is I wish there was a little bit better score tracking. However, this is just the TTS. This isn't their actual game. It's kind of like, hey, at least we can play it,
Yeah.
I think our little score tracking system here worked well enough, even though it looked kind of funny with all the little pawns hovering in the air. Or I'm sorry, the sailors, with the sailors hovering in the air there. But yeah, so Brian, let's go ahead and do. There we go. Do our thoughts on it real quick, and then like I said, we'll try and keep this one a little shorter. So, what do you think about it?
I like it. It's fast to play, but it's still thinky. I like that even when you fight each other, it's not like taking you out of the game. It's just a delay tactic. It's just like I'm going to force you to have to spend more time to get to your other pieces to try to take, or get to the other pieces of the sailors to try to take them over. So I like it's competitive, but it's not like punitive. And especially that's something that's like quick to play.
Mhm.
You don't feel like you've been burned. You just feel like you've been delayed and like you have to like re-strategize. So it's one of those games that I think like, yeah, quick and easy to set up. While at the same time being thinky.
Mhm.
And overall, I'd say that I like it. I like it a lot. I think it would definitely be worth. And for $39, you figure what are they proposing like minis for
Yeah,
this?
it's funny you asked. I was literally just started looking over here.
Yeah.
So you know what? Let's see. What do I got up here? Let me we'll stop sharing this. I'll share my uh other screen here. Or you know what? I guess what would have been easier is if we do it this way. All right, we'll share this screen, but let me I'll bring the Kickstarter over here so everyone
Yeah,
can
there
see
we
that.
go.
Okay,
That's cool.
so this is the Kickstarter page. Um, this let's see. So here's the overview. So here you go. So the included promo is is the minis here, which the 3D. Oh, I'm sorry, they're 3D printer files. So it looks like you have to print them off yourself.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Only available to backers supports. Yeah, okay, so you receive the print file to where you can personally print them off. They're not included in the game. Um, the rings each have unique symbols on them. Oh, so you get the rings as well. These are for files for two unique signs, sailors, and rings. Oh, okay. So you get the files for the whole thing. If you back the game, you get the print files. You can print it all up yourself. Um, Otherwise, this is what you get. You get the game board, obviously the box, which becomes part of the game board, and kind of the more basic ones. Everything's made out of wood, nice and solid. Kind of the game trays insert. Everybody that watches knows I love the game trays, um, so that's nice.
So what do you
Yeah,
think about it being straight 3D print? Like that, obviously that's a cost thing. I mean, it makes sense given how expensive minis are to make.
yeah. I mean, obviously, yeah. To keep their price down, I think you know what I'm fine with it because honestly, I like the abstract, just very basic minis. I mean, honestly, even with me having the 3D printer and that I could print those off, I honestly still don't know if I would. I
Mhm,
I
mhm,
probably would just play with the actual pieces. I'm perfectly fine with the peg components as they are.
mhm.
If anything, well, maybe I would. I don't know. The main reason that I don't know if I would print them is because then the STL ones are not going to fit in the box. They're not going to
Ah,
fit the game trays insert. So now it's kind of like, well, what do I do with these? Um, I mean,
okay.
yeah, it would probably look cooler when you're playing to have them. I'll say this for sure. I definitely wouldn't print off the sailors or the rings. The only
Mhm.
thing that if I was going to print something, I would print the sirens since they actually have, it's actually two different looking sirens. Um, but yeah, I still think it's a cool add-on that that for them to throw it in there. Um, but yeah, before I go any further, I want to let you finish up any of your thoughts on it before I give
Oh
mine.
no, that's it. That's it. I think that's really cool. Yeah, you get the option to print it out if you want. And you see, I don't know, I'm starting to see that more just with Kickstarters, just given that more print and play options, which I
Hmm.
mean, print and play has been around for a long time, but like to have it actually be talked about and included in Kickstarters, I don't know, I haven't seen that very much until lately, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, I would pretty much agree with you on it. Again, we both love the abstract strategy games like that. I love that it's just small, simple game, simple. Just like Ragnarok's the other day.
Hmm.
It's one of those easy to teach, hard to master type of things, where it seems so simple, but you really can. Depending what happens, you kind of have to adjust your strategy there. And I clearly overlooked what was happening, and Brian snuck one in on me there. Um, but yeah, no, I really like it. I think I'm probably gonna back it just because I do enjoy it. Um, as far as the price, I don't know. The price seems a little high for what it is. I don't know how much wood components cost is the problem. I
Mm,
haven't
yeah.
since we haven't priced out any for ourselves, and I don't know what the cost is on wooden components. I would think it's kind of higher, but again, they're peg pieces. So I don't know. It's kind of unfair for me to make a comment on that as far as what they are. 39 seems a little high for what it is you're getting, but mm, I'll probably still back it. Honestly,
Mhm,
like I said,
mhm.
I think the game's fun. I like it. I definitely want to play more. Um,
Yeah, the
and
price scaling is like one of the most difficult things. Like, what do
yeah,
you charge for it? And like, does it seem fair? And like, because everyone's gonna have an opinion, but at the same time, as soon as you start comparing it to other games, I don't know. I don't know if that's the fairest thing to do, as opposed to like, what kind of experience does the game give you? You know,
right.
because if the game gives you because it's like, okay, well, who cares how many components there are? Who cares how many extra things there are if the game delivers an experience that is like you really love and it really hooks you and you
Hmm.
want to play it a lot, like so. Yeah, maybe it's not fair to be like, oh, that doesn't seem like a lot, because like I definitely like just with this one playthrough, I would definitely play it again. And to have like a small box game that you can take with you to travel and just set up really quick, like that itself is valuable.
So okay, so you touched on my other comment. This was going to be my other comment on it again, again I'm going to say this. I plan on backing it. This is one of the things that I would like to see in this. If they don't do it, that's not going to make me not back the game. But it's one of those like, oh, I wish they had done this.
Mhm,
And that
mhm.
is going to be because looking at it and look, you know what? Let me look at this. Actually, it seems like the box is pretty small. I don't know how big the box is, but that was one thing I was gonna say is depending how large the actual box is, looking at the review copies that they sent out, it looks fairly large.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's the part where, yeah, I want this to be a small box game. So what I was thinking is if we look at um, looking at how the box is and how the game is played, they could easily make this kind of like the Onitama box,
Mm.
where it'd be a lot skinnier, make it a little bit more of a small box game. Also, the pieces, I mean, those pegs, they don't really, I wouldn't think they need to be that big. That's my main thing. I hope that the box is small where it is a easily, um, I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Easy to bring with you,
Mhm,
small
mhm.
box game. If it's larger, that kind of stinks because it's something that could be a small box game.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and in all honesty, maybe that's what I would do for the 3D print files. Or no, because I still wouldn't have the board. I was just gonna say then I could just print the game at a smaller scale and bring it with me.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. So it all depends on how big they want that board to be,
right, and
and
again, like I said, it's not gonna make me not back it. It's just one of those where, oh, I wish this was a little smaller. I wish it was a
mhm.
little more, you know, God, I can't think of this word. I want to say like
Sure.
transportable. Portable. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I
Yeah,
would.
yeah,
I'm just hoping that it's a portable game.
yeah,
Um, but as far as the gameplay goes, the mechanics of it, I really like it. I think it's a lot of fun. I kind of like the minimalist aspect of it, just using the pegs and the rings and moving around the board. It's very cool. I like I like the premise of it that you're sirens, bringing bringing sailors to their death, and like, hey, let's go kill some sailors.
yeah. That's
Uh,
always been a fun subject, and it's always gotten it's got its good treatment in fine art throughout the years too. That like there are a lot of amazing fun paintings about just beautiful, beautiful sirens just drowning, just drowning sailors.
yeah,
It's kind of a fun subject. So
yeah.
and
Um,
terrifying and terrifying. So.
it is, and you know what? I can't think of a single game that has sirens in it. So again, anybody that watches this, hey, if you got a game with sirens, send us a comment, let us know. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but
Mhm.
um, All right. Like I said, wanted to keep this one a little shorter. Let's see if we can stay under this 45-minute mark. So for anybody that joined us today, thanks for coming and watching. I know this was at kind of a strange time, so hopefully more people get to see this later on once it gets posted. As usual, like, comment, share, subscribe, all the things. Let us know if you are enjoying us doing these Kickstarter TTS playthroughs. We're definitely enjoying it because, like I said, these are games that we're looking at ourselves, and we want to give them a try. And we just figure, why not stream it so everyone else can watch as well? But yeah, until next time, hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. And I think we're gonna cut it there. Let's see if I got any other cool things to go out with now that I'm having some fun here. Hey, why not? We'll do one of Jordan's favorites for the Drukhar stuff. All right, later, everyone.
Don't die stupidly. Not going to die.